Hi everyone, I'm Saloni and today we have with us the founder of TopBeat, Mr. Shubham Bansal. Hi Shubham and welcome to Sociabits. How are you doing today?
All good, Saloni. Thanks a lot for the invitation. Really excited to have this chat.
So, shall we start with a little introduction about yourself?
Sure. So, my name is Shubham Bansal, and I'm founder and CEO of TopBeat and Guitar Bro. The idea of both of these companies is to make it easy and fun and accessible for people to learn music of any age,
Mhm.
irrespective of what their location is, what their geography is, and what their resources are. So with TopBeat, what we do is we basically teach kids between the age of 5 to 15 years, and we provide live classes. And with Guitar Bro, it's a very innovative tool. So let me see if I have it handy. So it's a very innovative tool which anyone can attach on on guitar, and it comes with a complete pack. So this is a patent. We have filed a patent for this. If you can see this, right? So yeah. So this is the tool which anyone can attach on the guitar, and it makes
Mhm.
it super fun and easy for anyone to learn guitar. So these are the things. I've been a musician myself. I started learning guitar when I was 6 years old, and like it gives me a lot of pleasure to help people to learn music.
Okay, so it sounds very interesting. How did this journey start?
So yeah, as I mentioned, I started learning guitar when I was 6 years old, and music has always been a like core part of my life. And I went to IIT Bombay, and in IIT I got a lot of chance to perform, learn, collaborate with other people. I used to compose,
Mhm.
and at the same time I started teaching my friends. And when I graduated in 2012, I did a couple of jobs. So at that point of time also I kept on teaching just to be close to my passion. Fast forwarding almost 10 years down the line, after graduating, I realized that music learning is not just a hobby anymore, it's a life skill. Because like it enhances your creativity and concentration. And I felt that a lot of people wanted to learn music. A lot of people can teach music, but the number of people who successfully learn music are very less,
Mhm.
right? So I wanted to solve that problem, and that's how it started. So yeah. It's been 2 years since
So,
we have been solving
okay.
this problem.
Okay, so do you believe music is important to everyone?
I believe music is a must. So I can give you a lot of examples, like anecdotal examples. Like sound is something which is so fundamental to humans. Like
Mhm.
rhythm, beat, heartbeat, beat, breathing patterns, beat your sleep cycle. Beat and rhythm are very important. And when you listen to music, when you play music, it
Mhm.
directly affects your concentration. One of our parent consumers said to us that in order to learn music, you need to concentrate. So music helps you concentrate basically, right? So in order to improve your concentration, you need to listen to someone closely. And when
Yeah.
you learn music, you have to listen very closely. So it enhances your ability to concentrate and listening ability. So that's the power of music. So I believe, irrespective of whether you are an engineer or doctor or whatever field you are in, um, there is a necessity for today's generation to enhance their creativity, and music gives you a very whole soul way, a 360-degree way to enhance your creativity, because it is creative, it is analytical, and it takes care of your motor skill also. So
Okay.
music is a very wholesome activity.
Okay, so like as you mentioned, you were in IIT. You
Mhm.
have roots of technology in you.
Yeah.
So, do you believe AI, in any chance, can help you teach music to students?
Oh yeah, definitely. So there are already a lot of tools, AI
Hmm.
related tools, which are generating music. You feed them, what mood and what kind of music you want, and they will generate a original track for you. So that is already been, like people have already been able to establish and achieve that from technology perspective. I do
Hmm.
believe that AI can help you learn music as well, because a very important part of music learning is practice and the feedback you get on how you are performing and playing, right?
Hmm.
Using AI and other technologies, we can definitely create tools which gives you real time feedback about how you are practicing, how you are performing, right? So
Mhm.
that is really important. It can probably understand in future, maybe it can understand, are you on the right track or not? So yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
Okay, so now as TopBeat is nicely flourished, how was your overall experience building it as a brand?
So, it has been a journey. Like every
Mhm.
other startup, we
Yeah.
went through our journey of ups and downs. We figured out a lot of things. So it's a very crowded market, or we can call it a lot of people. There is a lot of competition, right? But the problem still remains unsolved in the sense
Mhm.
that a lot of teachers teach individually. There are a lot of companies who are teaching online and stuff. But as per our data, 97% of kids lose interest within first couple of months. But with
Okay.
TopBeat, what we through our innovative pedagogy, curriculum, and all that thing, we have been able to ensure that 85% of our kid actually complete 12 months of course. Also, if I talk about Guitar Bro, which I said, the hardware product, so generally
Mhm.
it takes 5 to 6 months to learn basic chords on guitar. But with the use of this tool, which where we provide uh, access to all the video lectures, everything, it's a one-time tool. You don't have to go anywhere. There is no traveling. It's a one-time fees. You can learn the basics of guitar in just 30 days. And we have served more than 10,000 customers. So yeah, it's been a fun journey, and it's still a lot to accomplish.
Okay, so obviously you started working on TopBeat from the scratch. So what are the things you learned being a founder?
I think that's a very broad question. There is a learning as a founder. You get to learn every day, every moment.
Mhm.
But if I have to summarize like entrepreneurship, or like if the question, if I have to like sort of modify the question,
Mhm.
that what one should do before starting, how should one decide whether entrepreneurship is for them or not, then I think the for me the framework is very simple. Are you okay with failure after 2 to 3 years? So if let's say if you work on a startup for 2 to 3 years, and you know that after 100% probability that after 3 years you will fail, you will be in debt, you will probably own some money, you will sacrifice a lot. So are you okay with that? If the answer is yes, I'm okay, then you should start. I think that has been the biggest learning, how to manage your temperament and how to show the perseverance. And apart from that, there are a lot of business learning. It's very important to find your product market fit at the initial stage. It's very important to have right team, how to hire. There are a lot of learnings day in, day out.
Okay, so like while researching about TopBeat, we found that you also train special students.
Yeah.
So how do you manage doing that?
So I'll just here, I will share a story of one of our student named Pratnesh. He also appeared on Shark Tank last season, and
Mhm.
we got his recommendation. And we he so Pratnesh is visually impaired. He can't see. He lost his vision when he was 12 months old, and today he's like 11 years old. So he can't see, and they actually tried offline learning, right? But they can't learn. They could not like he could not learn in an offline medium. Then we thought that let's take up this challenge, and it's been almost 10 months. Pratmesh is learning ukulele. So I think it's all about the curriculum, the pedagogy, the management of the classes, the teacher training, the quality of the teacher, and constant touch with the parents to ensure that each and every child gets the personalized attention they need, because every child is different. So that is how we are able to manage things.
Okay. So, do you believe mentors play an important role in building up the business?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think uh, uh, if I look back in my life, I have uh, seen a lot of failures, and every time I was lucky and fortunate to get good mentors, be it be it tuition teachers, be it coaching professors, be it fellow colleagues who can help you brainstorm the ideas, be it close friends who are available for emotional support, be it your family, be it your wife, be it your seniors, college seniors. So I've been fortunate to have right people around me so that if I face any problem, I can share with them and they will always help me. So I think right coaching and right mentors are really necessary. Like even Sachin Tendulkar had a mentor, right? Had a coach. So I think if the god of cricket needs a coach, we are just mortals, right? So I think having a mentor or a coach is a must for every problem or every stage of your life. So it's a very underrated thing, and I'm just fortunate to have right people around me always.
It is important to have a mentor because they also, give you backup emotionally,
Definitely,
mentally.
definitely. Agreed.
Yeah. So, according to you, what things an entrepreneur should take care of while growing the business?
I think it is very high. It is underrated. Probably no one talks about it, or if they talk, they don't take it seriously. The first and the foremost thing, not just entrepreneur, but probably everyone, but
Hmm.
especially early stage founders, because I can only speak for them as a founder. It is very tempting to put your health in the last place, right? And I think a lot of founders make this mistake. I made this mistake, you know, because as a founder, you need to always have the right energy. So I think energy is one thing which comes with regular workout, having a right nutrition, having good sleep balance, and everything, right? So, because when you invest 1 hour on a daily basis, every entrepreneur, just anyone, obviously, right? Not just entrepreneurs, but especially for high pressure environment when you have a lot of responsibilities. So that is a very underrated thing. I think the first thing every entrepreneur should do before starting is to create a good physical schedule. That's the first thing. Second is constant learning. So I read a lot. I keep on enrolling myself into some or other sort of courses online. So I
Hmm.
think constant learning is really, really important because market is changing rapidly. Every 6 months, the market changes, the new business model comes, new technology comes, and founders ignore the importance of learning. So I think constantly learning, be it reading books, be it reading, write blogs, obviously not overdoing it. Execution is also important, but so I think keeping managing your health, constantly educating yourself are two very important things which no one talks about. I think every other thing will you will find that people are talking about, but these are the two things which are very ignored.
Hmm.
So I think these really help.
So, can you share some of your experiences that how technology has helped you to build this brand?
So I think if it was not for the technology, we would still be learning music offline. Now, let me just share you some calculation. So the reason why people find or people had to go to classes is because online learning was not there. Like the facility of Zoom, the entire platform was not there. So I think
Hmm.
they used to go to offline, but offline is very wasteful because you have to go and travel and find the teacher. Maybe for a 1 hour class, you go for half an hour one way, then come back. So you end up spending money in the classes while traveling, a lot of wastage of timing. Now we are able to solve this problem. We can teach you effectively while you sit at the comfort of your home. And if we can teach someone like Pratmesh who can't see, then
Hmm.
we have proven that music can be learned online, and we have taught more than 2,000 students over the last 2 years across 4 countries, right? So technology really helps you uh, provide service to people who might not have access to high quality teachers, and yeah, that's how we have been able to scale.
Okay. So, what do you believe we can do to change or to develop or to give a boost to the startup ecosystem in India?
Okay, so I think I am a very small fish in this larger scheme, right? Uh, so छोटा मुंह बड़ी बात हो जाती है ना. So I don't know, but I think the ecosystem is already developing, and like probably we need to celebrate failure a lot,
Hmm.
because if an entrepreneur, like right now we are only celebrating unicorns and fundings and Series A and Series B, right? But there are a lot of small startups like us who are generating employment for, let's say, 20 people, right? Right?
Right.
And no one is celebrating them. So I think, and there are a lot of startups who failed after, let's say, 1 year of trying. But for that 1 year, the founders learned, they helped, Aspire, maybe early team. They generated an employment for at least that 1 year. They served the customer. They tried something. So I think as a ecosystem, we should not just think that it's all about building unicorns and having millions of funds. It's just about providing value to consumers. And yeah, I think Indian ecosystem is already developing with Shark Tank getting popular, government coming up with a lot of so I live in a small town called Kota. Now here is a government has started an initiative called I Start, which is a government initiative, and they have created a co-working space for 200 people for startups in Kota, which is such a high quality that it can uh, you know compete with the likes of WeWork in Mumbai or a high quality office, right? And I'm not kidding. And they provided that 3 seats to me as a startup for free for 1 year. So I save a lot on infrastructure. So government is already doing its best, by providing so many facilities and grants and a lot of things. Uh, like uh, so I think that is already going on. But as an individual, we should always uh, like support even the small startups because that will be the backbone of the entire system.
Okay. So, as we were discussing about startups, Shark Tanks, and all those things, so as a startup, was it difficult to find and raise funds for your business?
Uh, it takes time. It's not difficult in the sense that I think if you have the right product, if you have the right story, you a person will get funds, right? Any founder can raise funds. So I think the best way to start raising funds is by your friends and family. I raised my first 50 lakh rupees from my closest of friends, from my college seniors, right? And like if a founder is not able to convince their closest of friends and family, how will a
Mm-hmm.
VC or any fund will how will they convince other people? So I think founders should not think that only VCs and funds will are the way to go. I raised from my closest of friends. There is not a single close friend I haven't raised funds from. So I think people shy away from asking from close friends. Relation खराब हो जाएगा. ठीक है, entrepreneur को सब करना पड़ता है, भीख भी मांगनी पड़ती है.
Okay. Okay. So, one piece of advice you would like to give to the entrepreneurs that want to work on some unique startups like you have done.
Yeah, so I would say do something which work on a problem statement you are passionate about or you closely relate to. So my previous startup was into laundry service, right? But we could not uh, scale it as per
Mm-hmm.
our ambition. And one of the reasons which I realized was that obviously I was not very much passionate about laundry.
Okay.
मतलब खुद की जीन्स ही 10 दिन तक नहीं धुली हुई होती है तो बाकी दुनिया को क्या. So I think that was so and when it comes to music, I'm passionate about the problem statement. So I think it's very important to pick up the problem statement which you want to solve because it will take 5 to 10 years to build a large business, right? So if an entrepreneur is trying to ride the wave, fintech चल रहा है तो fintech उठा लेते हैं.
Mm-hmm.
um, 10 minutes ग्रॉस डिलीवरी चल रही तो वो ले लेते हैं, राइट? दैट इज अ रॉन्ग वे ऑफ लुकिंग. सो आई थिंक like you should like an entrepreneur should really understand what they are trying to solve and whether they will keep on solving that for next 5 to 10 years.
So, apart from India, we have researched about TopBeat and we found that you have international touches also. So, how did
Yeah.
this expand?
Yeah, so when we were teaching to like kids in India, we got a few inquiries from like our parents have probably if they had relatives in UAE and Singapore, they sort of just referred. So we got a lot of inquiries, and then we thought that it's not just Indian students, a lot of students, NRIs especially wanted to learn. And today we have more than 500 students across 4 countries, UAE, Singapore, Germany, and US.
Mhm.
And we also have students from like students of foreign nationality origins. So we have, American students, we have European students, we also have one Chinese student. So yeah, like our system is suitable for anywhere, any place in the world, and we are now scaling in the international market as well.
Also, you have some product that can be used while playing guitar. Like, can
Yeah,
we
so
see?
yeah, sure. So, this is specifically for adults, people like us,
Mm-hmm.
who are professionals who don't get a lot of time. If you are going to office, you have a hectic schedule, you can't go to classes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you are a parent, or you are, in your mid 40s and you have some time now because you have settled, and you always had that bucket list that you want to learn guitar, right?
Yeah.
And honestly, everyone in their college time wanted to play a song, right?
Yeah.
And it becomes difficult to learn guitar and go to classes. So what I did is I invented this product. This is called Guitar Bro, and it comes in a nice package. And this is what the tool is. So this is what the tool is, if you can see. Now you attach it on the guitar. It attaches on the guitar with the help of this clamp.
Okay.
And then there is a complete like book. There is a book, and there are like video lectures, and there are also live classes. Now the beauty of this tool is that it generally takes 5 to 6 months to learn basic chords on
Mm-hmm.
guitar, right? But with the help of this tool, a person can learn playing songs in just 30 days. In fact, I'll give you a quick demo. Like in 5 minutes, someone can play basic songs. So it attaches in like 5 to 10 seconds, and then simply by this, I can play a song like, let's say, कहते हैं खुदा ने इसे जहां में सभी के लिए. So I think my guitar is little untuned, but with the help of this, there are four buttons, and with the help of this, anyone can, learn guitar in a very quick and fun way. They don't have to travel, and yeah, we sell it on our website. So this is for people who are really really busy.
Okay, cool. Sounds very interesting. Okay, so that's all for today. It was fun talking to you. It was great
Thank,
having you at
thank,
Social Bits, and we wish you all the best for the future.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for having me. I've really enjoyed this chat. Thanks a
Yeah,
lot, Saloni. Bye bye. Take
thank you.
care.